Healy is a microcurrent device cleared by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration only for local relief of acute, chronic, and arthritis pain and muscle soreness due to overexertion. Healy also has non-medical applications that use individualized frequencies to help balance your mind and body and relieve stress in support of wellness, but not for the treatment of disease.
Welcome to Frequency Fridays with Bridget and Leslie. Hi.
Hi. So we are empowering you with frequencies. Our focus of this program is to talk about the Healy, but I believe with this episode, Bridget will be talking about her healing journey. Bridget, what would you like to say? You didn't have background slides for us. These are credentials, but can I say one thing? That today is the day that the book that I wrote a chapter in, I'm just a contributing author, it launched today. And so congratulations to the 154 contributors. Moi is one of them. And it's all about one habit for an entrepreneurial success. And there are several authors in there that are famous people like Joe Theismann and Les Brown wrote it forward, and Forbes Riley, which is who I found out about it, got the opportunity to be part of the book. So anyway, it's an exciting day. It's a new moon. We're in a Mercury retrograde, so all kinds of stuff's happening. But everything is energy, as we know, and you know, we'll talk, you know, we'll do more on our background. I don't need to say much about me. Today is all about Bridget and her healing journey. So Bridget, have at it.
Well, congratulations, first of all, for being an author. And I'm sure that the book is going to do well, and we'll talk about that maybe next week. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and talk about me. So I am a licensed massage therapist. I also got my degrees in science, did research in cancer and cervical and colon cancer for about 10 years and at a cancer institute. I have 13 publications. But my passion is really about healing and frequencies and Jin-Shin-Jitsu. So I became a primordial sound instructor through the Chopra Center, and that was awesome. But my true passion is Jin-Shin-Jitsu, which I'll talk about. And also I started a new business, and I am the frequency and wellness director of it. My healing journey started a while ago, and as you know, trauma, life happens. We moved in 2007 to my dream job, but soon after, a year later, gallbladder surgery, death in the family. I was power of attorney, which at the time I didn't know what I was getting into, and anyone who takes care of an elderly person has my total sympathy because it is a lot of work. Soon after, I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's, which it's an autoimmune disease, and the side effects, depression, fatigue, joint pain, allergies of any food that I've eaten, mostly gluten. Then our dog died in 2015. She was the love of my life. We had her for 14 years, so that was devastating. Followed by a car accident. And that's when things kind of really, my pain body was in full force by then. Went to the Chopra Center, did some of his events, felt a little bit better, but every time I went back to work, it still didn't, my joy and my being wasn't very, long. It lasted maybe a month or so. And then I was back to just feeling lousy again. So I finally had to quit that job, and I did so, and took a class with my Jinshin Jitsu in Sedona, and that was wonderful. I learned a lot, but then of course more death. My mom passed away, or our mom passed away, and my uncle, the same one I was power of attorney with, a week apart. So September, really, my Hashimoto's was in full force. My TSH was a 10, and it should have been a 1. And I felt horrible. So I started taking more Jinshin Jitsu classes, but more about self-help. And it was when I started doing that daily self-help that my health started getting better and better. Then in November, I was introduced and learned about tuning forks and frequencies. And that's when my health started really having a dramatic change and more toward healing my body, and things started to change tremendously. And then of course Healy came into my life in May when my sister introduced it to me, but I didn't actually get to touch or look at the Healy or have the effects of that until I went to visit her in August. And it was about 2 weeks, and I fell in love with that product just because it had all the frequencies and the knowledge and everything I had done in the last 20 years of what I've learned. So the changes I made in my to improve my health those last 10 years was all listed here, not to mention the money that I spent, but even taking out the metal in my mouth, anything I put on my body, anything I put in my body, on my body. I watched acupuncture, rolfing, regular massages. It would help for a while, but I would always revert back to the pain body again, the inflammation, the pain, the discomfort, the depression. So again, I was so frustrated doing all these things that I've learned and not eating. And yeah, I felt a little bit better, but still, it didn't make any sense of why I wasn't, healthy again. So Jinshin Jitsu really helped, but again, it was with the frequencies that really kind of magnified the healing effect. So Jinshin Jitsu is based on traditional Chinese medicine. But the thing that's different about it, it is really the art of helping myself, or self-help, and is the only modality that I've ever studied that actually you can do the Jinshin Jitsu on other people like a massage, but you just place your hands on 2 different areas of the body or their fingers just for a moment, in a moment or 2, and then it actually helps move the chi energy of the body into different areas and helps the flow go well and more into homeostasis than into disharmony. But with Jinshin, you could actually give your clients homework to do at home so they can continue to move this energy chi, so that way the stagnant energy doesn't create any disharmony, pain, or discomfort in the body. And here are the 26 safety energy locks, is what Mary called them, points on the body that you touch, as well as acupuncture points. You could put needles on these areas, but putting your hands is a lot easier. A lot of people don't like needles and don't like to be going to acupuncture. It does work, but if you don't like needles, this is the way to go. You can also do it to yourself, and any given time of day, if you have a headache, holding your 4s will help reduce that pain, as well as if you have a forehead headache, you can just hold your 20s and it will go away. These are the 3 self-help books that she taught and what I learned from. And like many Jinshin Jitsu practitioners, you create your own little meditation or series of holds to do, but I designed this, and it's very similar to other practitioners. But Mary was very into the breathing and the breath. 36 breaths per day is crucial to have harmony. So if you would hold each finger and your palms together, as well as the back of your hands together. If you hold those for 2 to 5 minutes apiece, and then take a breath every time you're holding this, it would actually equate to 36 breaths. So not only do you help so many things of the body have the energy moving in these areas, but you won't have the disharmony of a stomach ache or depression or arthritis, or it helps ease all that. So that's something that's with no other modality that I've seen. I also started reading a lot of books and gotten a little bit of something from all of these books. I highly suggest reading at least 30 minutes a day, especially after sunset goes down, because I'm a true believer that no electronics after sunset for your well-being of your body. Dr. Emoto wrote his book, The Miracle of Water, and that was a book that really changed my mind on how to speak and the power of words and thoughts. And he revolutionized the idea that our thoughts and intentions impact our body, our physical body. And it's he was one of the most important water researchers that the world has known. And he did this experiment, and it has been reproduced several times too. But not only human words, but thoughts, sounds, and intentions can change the structure of water. So here he took and froze the different waters to show you the difference. And when you say the word truth, thank you, I love you, eternal, you can see the beautiful formations of the water. This is nature at its finest. But if you look down here, you make me sick, you feel evil. Even saying these words to me, it makes me uncomfortable. Polluted water before prayer. They actually had people praying, and the structures would become more beautiful, like the ones on top, than the ones below. The word angel, peace, spirit. I mean, they're pretty fascinating when you look at that. The music from John Lennon, Imagine, Amazing Grace being played, a picture of a dolphin or even a locust. You can see the forms are very beautiful looking. And here are some other examples as well. So you get the point. And if our bodies are anywhere between 60 to 80% water, then, and we know that our our muscles have memory, like water can have memory, then I in turn started looking at my self-talk and realized that when I make a mistake, I need to be a little kinder to me and not say, oh, you're so stupid, you made a mistake. No, I am learning every day, and making a mistake is part of life, and being easy with myself. Reading all those books, especially with Dr. Lipton, Bruce Lipton, he talks about, stop suffering and rethink your beliefs. All suffering are not in the facts, they're in the belief. So I started every day when I woke up, the first 5 minutes, it was very important that I woke up and started not thinking, but being. So I think about gratitude. I'll think about being in the moment. I don't think about the past or what happened yesterday. I don't think about all the issues that could be today. I just kind of just be in the moment. So when you stop thinking, you actually start being. And we're trying to teach you by empowering yourself to health by all the books that we've read, as well as the Healy and frequencies. And Albert Einstein had it right years ago. Future medicine will be the medicine of frequencies. And that's why I'm so excited about my healing journey, about it changing everything about my life, because frequencies are everywhere. They're in our words, they're in our thoughts, emotions, our food, light, sound, aromatherapy, and now Healy brings us 144,000 frequencies with just a press of a button. So anyone that says, and I've had people tell me this, oh, I don't want to hold fingers for 5 minutes a day, I don't have that kind of time. Well, here you go. How about you push a button and then get the frequencies, and then you can just sit outside and breathe for 5 minutes. I mean, I can't make things any easier than that. Here's an excellent chart, visual one, talking about the different emotions and thoughts that we have, how important it is to really start thinking about what you're saying and how you're being. Anger here vibrates really not as low as what I thought it would be, but shame and guilt, it's even lower than anger. So very interesting, as well as grief. I thought when I was grieving over my loss of my mom and my uncle that was normal, but it's how you grieve that makes the whole difference. And here in America, we're not allowed to share or show our feelings. Everybody's like, here, have a tissue, stop crying. Boys, you know, don't cry. Men don't cry. We have it wrong. So this is the tuning forks, the weighted ones as well as the unweighted ones. And this is what I used for a lot of clients as well as myself to kind of come from the outside of the body into the body. So what I mean is Eileen actually had mapped out the biofield of a person. Now this is, everybody has the biofield. It comes from the center of our body and goes out at least 8 feet. Some people are saying it goes out to infinity. Some people are saying that the heart chakra goes out 20 feet. So there's a lot of research still being done and documented out there. But what I thought was cool about this is that it was actually documented. Different traumas in your life actually are in your biofield. So when I would come with the tuning fork and walking into the person, toward the person, using my tuning fork as kind of like a little needle on a record player, kind of going up and down, using the air or around the person, you could hear the tuning fork change pitch, going really low in a wah, wah, wah sound when it was depression or sadness, and going high pitch when it's a stressed area. So this biofield that we have, we really can't see it, but we can definitely feel it. When you walk into a room and you have a weird vibe, that's your biofield telling you, hey, something needs to be alerted to your body here. And that I think is pretty amazing that this is actually documented now. So you can see here on the right side here, for example, X12, that area there behind the right knee is usually causing pain because it blocked from moving forward. So a person that is, let's say, stuck in their job and is not wanting to do things to get out of that job to improve themselves, they're probably having knee problems, and they probably need to figure out what's going on with their body and decide about unblocking this and moving forward in whether they do by prayer, meditation, their thoughts, reading a book, just something to change the focus on that, because what we focus on grows. So if you want to focus on the pain, you know, that's okay. But if you want to focus on health, like I did, that's when you get movement going.
Bridget, before you go, can you go back to that previous slide? So the biofield, that's the same as what some people call the aura or the auric field or your energy field?
Yes, there's a lot of people that have different names for them. For example, the colors here are identifying your chakras, your root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. These are your chakras. So in the Healy, the amazing, what is it? I can't remember the name. It's, oh gosh.
Chakra programs?
No, it's the actual unit inside the
quantum sensor.
There you go, the quantum sensor that actually can feel and measure the strength of your chakras. And that's when you hit the aura on your, and we'll do this at another Zoom call. When you do the aura scan, it will actually do your your chakras. Now, the resonance program actually comes from your biofield. So all the different energy 8 feet out, up and down, all over is what it's measuring to see what frequencies you're lacking. So whatever ones you're lacking, the frequencies of the Healy will figure out which ones you need, and that's what it will send you in your biofield. Now, I did do this with quite a few Jin Jitsu practitioners just to try it and see. I was sending them 3-minute frequency boost 4 times a day for 4 to 5 days. And I was amazed in some of their changes that they felt, including to the point where you're supposed to drink water when you have the Healy. One lady didn't, and she had a heck of a headache later on. So even though you think it's just a push of the button, it is making frequencies happen into your body and outside of your body. So that's pretty amazing. New technology, just amazing. Any more clarifications, Leslie?
No, people should be a little, or maybe a little familiar with the chakra system because they talk a lot about it in yoga classes usually.
True.
And also meditation classes.
True.
So it's kind of and that's why the word chakras is a Sanskrit word. So it comes from that area of the world and culture.
And they do believe that the chakras are little energy vortexes that get depleted through trauma in life, toxins, and even your thoughts. So that's why.
Did you do I'm sorry. Did you do a aura scan of each of your JSJ people before and after
Yes.
their frequency sessions?
Yes, and typically the chakras will go up in numbers. I have seen it a couple times, either a third eye or throat chakra go down, but only by a few points.
Interesting.
But it is. I mean, some days I feel like I'm doing well and I feel healthy, but then I'll do a balance or to scan to see, and I'm surprised sometimes how low my sacral and heart chakra can go sometimes. But when you're doing energy work, you need to always constantly be aware of that and not absorb any unwanted energies from other people mistakenly. So I need to watch that a lot.
The other thing is Healy has some protection programs. So couldn't you run some protection programs or just one protection program to help clear your aura of any other people's stuff?
Yes.
Energetics.
Yeah, I haven't looked into all the programs because there's 120 of them, and I've just been playing with the ones that are coming up for me, but it's endless how many things that this Healy can do. It's just simply amazing.
And how much would you say that you've changed since you started using it, which it's only been about a month?
Yeah, it's about 6 weeks, including the time that I spent with you. I'm thinking differently. I feel differently. I unfortunately, I mean, I don't even do much of my tuning forks on me anymore because I feel well. I feel more balanced, more grounded. And, you know, we can go into other things, you know, later on. But the ticket, I think, is having the frequencies with the Jin Shin Jitsu, because that's how you get to know your body when you start touching it. And I'm amazed at how different things are going. I mean, I'm losing weight. I don't even plan to. I'm eating anything I want, and it's just harmonizes everything, thoughts as well as your body. It's pretty cool. People are always telling me, you look great. My gosh, you look like younger. So I'm kind of excited about that. But I try not to live in ego. So I've learned that. But this is the Healy itself, and I love this slide. This was a slide taken. This is Marcus down here. He was giving a webinar. You could look on YouTube for a lot of information from Germany. But this here is explaining how the bioenergetic field, or the biofield that I was just talking about, that goes out 8 feet from your body, how that can be used for the frequencies to absorb there, as well as in your cell, your physical body here. The frequencies come in hertz, and they're microcurrents through your body. And that's all about the cell voltage, and we'll have to go down that science talk at another time, and I would love to because science is my jam. So this, again, is the Healy. The FDA finally approved it for acute and chronic arthritis pain, muscle soreness due to overexertion, and they also say it helps balance your mind, body, and relieve stress. So some people actually have been able to have the Healy be purchased through insurance, which I think is absolutely amazing. There's so much more than this can do for just pain alone and acute chronic problems. So, and there's even more coming. The technology is amazing. And here are the different editions that you can get for the Healy. And if you want to take it over from here, Leslie.
Well, Rick just got home, so it may get a little noisy.
Okay. We're almost done.
Yeah, I can move my location though, so maybe that would help. I don't think you're seeing my face anyway. So the 4 different Healy editions, the only difference between them is the number of programs that are actually on the device. The device is all the same. They all have the quantum sensor that we talked about. And the first one is the Healy Gold. It comes with the Healy Gold programs, which there are 8 of them, and then you also get a program page of your choice. So all the 120 programs are grouped under program groups. So there's skin, there's fitness, there's mental health, there's many different program categories. So you would actually choose that for your program group in addition to the gold program group. But the gold programs are what's recommended for everyone to start with anyway, so your body can get adjusted and detox. And it was the ones developed by a doctor in Portugal. I don't want to butcher his name, so.
Nunes.
Thank you. The next level up from that was a Healy Holistic Health. So that has 8 more programs besides the Healy Gold, and that includes the stimulation program, the bioenergetic harmony 1 and 2, mental balance, meridians 1 and 2, which is like the acupuncture, Chinese medicine meridians, then the sleep programs, and also skin programs. The next level up is a Healy Holistic Health Plus, which is everything that the Gold and the Healy Holistic Health have, but also all of the rest of the program groups: learning, fitness, job, beauty, chakras, protection programs. So everything is included in that. Now, the Mac Daddy is the Healy Resonance, and the difference is you get another program, the Resonance program, so that you do the aura scanning and the resonance scanning of the body, so you know, the Healy actually lets you know which are the programs that are best for you to run right now. But you really have complete control in kind of tuning it down, trying to decide which programs you want. You can just scan Bach flower remedy ones, or just the Healy Gold programs, or just all the Healy programs. So there's a lot of flexibility with that. Price-wise, the Healy Gold is $500. Then it's about $1,000 for the Healy Holistic Health, and then $1,500 for the Healy Holistic Health Plus, and then $2,500 for the Healy Resonance. So those are the prices. I don't know what else to tell you. There is a business opportunity with the program, but you don't have to be part of the business. You can just be a customer, and there's still a referral program. So you do get benefits if you do refer people. But I do love this device, and I'll be getting my Resonance in hopefully a week. I'm looking forward to playing with it. I started with the Healy Holistic Health Plus back in July 20th is when I got mine. I ordered it at the beginning of June, and I had to wait that long to get it. Just because it's brand new to the United States, it got introduced May of 2020. So it's a brand new product, and it's actually only 2 years old in the making, or the creation of the Healy itself, although the time waiver for 13 years has been around, and that's the kind of beginning of the Healy, the foundation of the Healy, let's say. So anyway, I don't want to keep rambling on, Bridget, because I forgot to start the timer, so I'm not sure how long we are.
Well, another thing about the residents that I've been playing with is you can put different frequencies on your house, vehicles, water, food. I've done it with, I opened up my refrigerator and took a picture of all the food in there, and I sent it Bach flower remedies, and I'm telling you, it made a difference. Water tastes sweeter when I do Bach flowers on it, always. And then when there's people coming in the house that I really know or something, then after everybody leaves, I do a whole house, 9 hours of Bach flowers, or one of the programs, Healy Gold, something, to just help harmonize the house. I used to do it with sage or my tuning forks or a prayer, but now I got the Healy, I can just push a button and go. So a lot of things, I mean, I haven't even played with even probably maybe a quarter of the programs. I mean, that's how abundant
Let's see.
this stuff is.
Share your screen, not your screen, but your face. Oh, are you done? I'm sorry, I didn't know there were more slides. Are there more?
We can stop here though.
Okay, well then go back to our faces so we can say goodbye, because we don't want to make this too long. I had to move.
Yeah.
Well, Bridget, thank you for sharing your healing journey. You've been through a lot, but you made it through to the other side, and I know your mission and passion right now is to share it with everyone else who is open and willing to doing the work that it takes to get healthy.
Right.
Because it doesn't happen by just oming every now and then. It's a process. It's creating habit.
Well, too, I think it's changing your mindset and realizing, I mean, for me personally, the drugs didn't help. The Synthroid didn't help. The armor thyroid didn't help. It made me feel bad. The doctors never listened, though. So I just got fed up. And in November, I just stopped taking, I mean, I don't recommend this to everybody, but I stopped taking the Synthroid. It's a lifelong drug that you're on for forever. And why do I want to do that? To make the pharmaceuticals rich? No. I'm taking control now, and I'm doing what feels good. And when the doctors make me feel like I'm crazy, but I'm healthy, I look at them and I say they're crazy. So again, my adventure, my story, but I'm telling you, there's another way. And as a person who suffered from depression, fatigue, not wanting to get out of bed because I didn't want to live, I mean, life is hard, and it doesn't have to be hard. Choose better, choose different, think differently. And that's my mission now, along now with the Healy, because I got better before the Healy. But knowing about frequencies and knowing about my biofield and what this little magical box can do, is going to change the world. And that's why I'm all excited. So we'll do this again for sure every Friday. Come see us, and we'll talk and learn.
All right, Bridget. Thank you, and peace out to everybody. Peace and love.
Love. Be well.
Be well.